I learned what fear was before I even knew what danger meant. Growing up in my childhood house, every day felt like a challenge. During the daytime, I would hear my name being called, soft, familiar, like someone I knew, but there was never anyone there. One day my father pulled me aside. His voice was serious, different. He said, "If you ever hear your name called only once, don't answer." I didn't ask why. I just listened and waited for a second call. And from that day on, I was always on edge. Then one night, everything changed. I was lying in bed when I felt it. A presence. I slowly looked up at the ceiling. At first it was faint, just a shadow. But it wasn't flickering. It wasn't caused by headlights or trees. It was moving, gliding slowly. It began to take shape. The shape of a man. Tall, broad, ancient, a soldier. He looked like a Roman warrior, with a sword at his side, standing above me, watching. I was frozen, I couldn't scream. Finally, I forced my voice out and called for my brother. He ran into my room, and when he looked up, he saw it too. We ran to get our father, terrified. He followed us back into the room. We pointed above our beds. "There," we said. He looked and calmly said, "There's nothing there." That's when the fear changed, because we realized only we could see him. The shadow came every night, always at the same time, always gone before dawn. It moved between our rooms. Sometimes it stood on the ceiling, sometimes on the wall, sometimes on the floor beside my brother's bed, watching, guarding. Until one night, there were two more. These were different, darker, heavier, wrong. One stood at the foot of my brother's bed, the other at his head. They pressed down on him. He was awake but couldn't move. He couldn't scream. They leaned close to him and whispered. And above them, the soldier fought, shadow against shadow, night after night, protecting him. Years later, I asked my father why he warned me not to answer when my name was called once. He told me his grandmother had warned him the same way. She said some spirits can call your name, but they cannot take you unless you answer. If it's someone real, they will call twice, but if it only calls once, it isn't human. As we grew older, the shadow stopped coming. It disappeared, and I believed it had protected us, that its job was done. But recently, I went back to that house. My brother and I stood in the hallway talking about those nights, and he said something that made my stomach drop. "Do you remember how it always appeared right after you heard your name called?" I froze, because he was right. Every time I heard my name once and refused to answer, that's when the soldier appeared. Not before, after, like it was responding. Then my brother said, "What if it wasn't protecting us? What if it was making sure no one else could claim us?" The whispers stopped. The dark shadows vanished. But so did the soldier, almost like his job was finished. And sometimes, late at night, when my house is completely silent, I still hear my name, only once, and I still don't answer. I learned